Was going right for you tonight, and how do you react to that performance?
I mean, a lot of things. I'm just going to be honest. My teammates made it super easy, obviously. Lexi and our serve receive, they make it so easy to just attack super well because we can be in system a lot, and even when we're not, like maybe medium system, I know our setters have worked really, really hard. So Bergen did a really, really good job tonight just putting the ball up in medium system, and it gave me a ton of opportunities. And I think serving went well, blocking went well. Obviously, as I feel like you could probably tell, like my blocking has improved a ton, which has been nice to see as a reflection of our work in fall camp. So,
what was it like playing against Lauren?
It was crazy. I mean, because I watched her all the time, and she's a huge reason that I even came to Nebraska, because I was like, I want to be like Lauren Stiffrins. And so having the opportunity to play against her, it was crazy, and I'm super grateful.
Lexi, what can you say about how you were able to set up Andi and all the other outside hitters with the service game and just the performance you saw from her tonight?
Yeah, I think like a huge part of like our team goals is like serving and passing, and so we know that our middles are such a strength for our team, especially Andi, and we want to get them in the position where we can use our middles as much as possible. So I think as a backcourt, we're always trying to get Bergen in a place where she can set the middles, and I just think like sometimes the middles job just goes so unnoticed, and I feel like tonight all three of the middles just did such a great job working hard, like whether it was in transition or blocking, talking to the setter, and I feel like that's something they've been really working hard on throughout this entire like fall camp, and so it's really cool to see like all of them kind of shine tonight. Thank you. You're welcome.
How do you feel like you guys served as a team?
I think for red white and at the beginning of the season, that's something that I feel like we can always do better. And just being back in front of fans, you know, more pressure-filled moments, there's going to come some errors, especially in the beginning of the sets. But I think overall, if you just like take out the first set, I feel like we served pretty good and made a little bit less errors. But I think serving is going to be something that can be our biggest strength, but is always going to be something we can work on.
Olivia played a few different roles tonight, finished with 22 digs. What did you make of her performance?
22?
She's so
my
good.
gosh. Olivia is so amazing. She's just such like, she's so calm, but like, I personally have so much trust in her, and I feel like everyone does. You never question the effort she's going to bring, the energy, the consistency. And so I feel like that's such a gift, especially as a freshman. But I know whatever role she's in, she's going to do it to her best ability. And I feel like tonight she really did that. So super proud of her.
You guys were more high air in the first two sets. Do you feel like you kind of settled down in the third one, or what was kind of working?
What do you think?
I would say, yeah. You could tell that everyone was nervous, which is completely normal. I mean, we have 4 new people, 2 of them are freshmen, and so coming out your first game in front of 8,000 people, and there truly is no place like Nebraska, so running out there, and if you haven't experienced it before, and even if you have, it's just a surreal feeling. And so getting used to it, adjusting to it, there were definitely a lot of nerves. Like I know I was even nervous first and second set, but you could tell that everyone adjusted really well, and I think the game started to flow better between the third and the fourth.
And Lexi, the 8,000 people, how special was it to kind of have the banner come down and, you know, talk about the Big Ten championship before the scrimmage and stuff like that?
Super special. I mean, we try and say that we want to like focus on this year and that last year's in the past, but kind of to reflect at the beginning of the season after fall camp's over and just kind of look back on last year and see kind of what we accomplished, and that is a huge accomplishment, and it's a big goal that we have for this year. So I feel like to have it tonight in front of all the fans and just get to recognize that before we head into the thick of season, I feel like was super special.
Andi, to hit as well against, you know, your own teammates that you're going up against in practice every day, just what confidence does that give you as a hitter going into this season?
Tons. I mean, we have we're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and so getting to hit a pretty good number against them, I mean, it's all credit to my teammates. I couldn't do it without Lexi back there, Lainey, our passers, Harper, Merritt, you know, whoever is back there, I couldn't do it without them because obviously can't run middles out of system, but they do an amazing job. They make it super easy. Bergen, she makes it super easy. She's an amazing setter, and she's really good at finding me, so it's all credit to my teammates.
It's a pretty quick turnaround between now and the first game in Louisville. How do you assess the confidence level going into that, and how do you make that quick turnaround?
Yeah, I think tonight can definitely be a confidence booster for everyone just to get a game under their belt, especially for the transfers, the freshmen, and it's not like we're just playing a scrimmage game. Like it feels like a real match, and for how competitive our gym is, it feels like a very high level match. And so I feel like getting that under our belt and then just getting to recover and head out to Kentucky, and I honestly feel like we're very ready to play someone else. As much as we love playing each other, I think we're ready to just be one team and kind of take down other teams. So I think that'll give us a lot of motivation, but ultimately I think we all have a lot of confidence after tonight.
Lexi, to have Connor and Lauren out there playing against them, just can you talk a little bit about that and what did they bring from a depth standpoint and a talent standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, Connor's a boy, so he's just a little bit more physical than some other girls that we will play. And so just having that level of physicality, the higher block, which is something we'll see down the road. I think it's challenging, but it's a good test for our team. And then just having Lauren's kind of just all her experience and her composure, I feel like it's good for other teammates to learn from her. And then it's also like very challenging also just because how amazing of a competitor she is and how much composure she has. So I feel like both of them can teach us a lot and also bring up the level in the gym. So it was pretty cool to have them both.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
God bless.